So I've been struggling with how to wear this wig because I like it, but I always feel like the fringe just looks not it. And obviously it's synthetic and all of that blah blah, but I like the color and the curls, whatever. And also just I spent the money on it, so might as well figure out how to use it. So I don't know what I was watching or what I was looking at. I realized that just putting a cap over it, and then it hides the fringe, it allows me to wear it even like with a casual outfit, and I don't have to be fiddling with this atrocity underneath it. So yeah, this is gosh, there's so much drama, Dana. Like all these sirens. I feel like that's also part of living in a place that seems to be predominantly old people. Like almost every morning there are ambulance sirens and all of that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just sharing a few daily habits that this is in line with the other video that I posted. I titled it, if you have everything figured out, then you are a ghost because you should be dead. Not that it's not a threat, it's just like the thing of life is the figuring it out. Like it's only at the end, this is my belief, of course, I'm not saying whatever, it's only at the end where you can say, oh, I've lived a good life or whatever. And even at the end, as we know, people on their deathbeds have regrets, but that's also part of the figuring it out. The figuring it out is life is the figuring it out, because yeah, well, because where's the fun otherwise? Anyway, sharing daily habits that I do to just make myself feel supported and yeah, supported, happy, cared for, loved, grounded. Yeah, well, habit number one is I make my bed. I always make my bed, even if I know that I'm gonna come back in and just rot or something. I always make my bed, and it isn't always neat, as you can see today. Sometimes it's literally just lining or trying to line up the pillows, and then boom, the blankets and duvet, because it's winter. Get out your mink blankets. I don't know, obviously the psychology behind having your bed made, but for me it's about making the room feel less disorganized and less chaotic, because this is, for me, this is my sanctuary. Well, this and the bathroom is my sanctuary. It's where I yeah, one. So yeah, habit number two is drinking at least one full jug of this. It's a Jacob's coffee jar. Obviously that's now been washed and repurposed as a drinking jug. And I do keep what is this, a water dispenser in my room as well, of store-bought water that I refill it. Well, I take it to the shop and refill it whenever it runs out. So that's number two, and this helps that I can carry it anywhere around the house, obviously, and just enjoy. And drinking with a straw makes drinking water a bit more fun. Excuse me. And I feel like this the glass keeps it cooler for longer. That's just, I feel like that's more of a feeling than a fact. And I do also try to, this is my second cup of coffee, but yeah, I do drink it from a small cup, so that's my justification for having more than one cup of coffee. And I try to make sure that I drink a bit of water before drinking any coffee. So before I even get out of bed, this usually I sleep with it full and on my bedside, on the other side, and I'll have a few sips before I go down and make myself my morning coffee. So yeah. And then number three, no, I don't know, number 4 is, okay, I'm not going to show you what I wrote obviously, but I'm going to show you an empty one. My gratitude journal. The gratitude journal, I bulk bought these. When I say bulk, it was probably like 20 of them with the intention of selling them. I bought them from I bought them off Temu with the intention of selling, and obviously if that isn't going so well, but the thing is, I now have a large supply of gratitude journals that I'll probably use for the next 2 to 3 years, I think, unless obviously I give them to people, which does sometimes happen. Because this is my second one, and the first one didn't actually last that long because I bought these in December, November, around there, and this is already the second one, so maybe not even 2 years, maybe like this year and beginning of next year. So yeah, so what it has is obviously the date and then a quote and what I'm grateful for, 3 things I'm grateful for, what would make today great. Sometimes I leave this section blank because I don't know. And daily affirmations. These 2 sections I always make sure to write in. And then 3 amazing things that happened today. How could I have made today better? I sometimes write in this, but the thing is, I have like 3 journals, diaries, what. So usually, like at the end of the day, I write in another journal. So yeah. And then I think it's number 5. It's this weekly planner. This is also part of stuff that I had bought with the intention of selling, but yeah, that is what it is. I'm not going to show you this. Okay, I'm going to just show an empty one. There. It has the date, the week off, obviously, right? I don't know whether you're considered Sunday or Monday the first day of the week, of a new week, but yeah, whatever. And then your weekly goal or weekly focus, what do you want to focus on that week, your weekly goals, your to-do list. And I'm still learning how to differentiate between, actually I think I know, because your goal is the end, and then your to-do list is the actions that support the end goal. Yeah. Habit tracker and daily sections with the date. And for me, I usually use these sections at the end of the night to just write one line or 1 or 2 sentences about the day's events or things to remember and stuff like that as the week goes on, because I use my other journal. I don't know why I think that's funny, but yes, I use my other journal to write the heavy stuff or the long stuff, the essays, pretty much. So number 5 is keeping a weekly planner where, even if it's like in broad terms, I write what's my plan for the coming week, usually on a Sunday or a Monday morning, and then I just it's not a dump, it's a mini dump at the end of a night, of each night, or almost every night. And then number 6 is daily devotions, daily morning devotion. I do this in bed. Like I keep these 3 things. I keep near my bed, near where I sleep, on my side of my bed. And feel like I'm not even gonna be trying to act as if I am consistent in doing daily devotional. Like, when I say consistent, I have seasons. Yeah, I have seasons of feeling close to God and having that desire, and then I have seasons of just saying, oh, God, why are you so annoying? But I will say when I am doing it consistently, it is really, it does it does positively contribute to my peace and my joy. Didn't do today's thing because yesterday I didn't sleep well, and this morning I just woke up a mess. And sometimes because okay, if it was up to me, I'd have a journal for everything. Né? I don't have like a spiritual Bible journal or prayer journal. So I'll write, let's see. Okay, just without showing you what I wrote. So if I'm reading the devotional and something comes to mind, then I'll write it on the pages and date it, like what year I wrote it in. And it is actually so good because isn't it, I only have one devotional what, and I use it every year, on and off, whatever. And it is really cool reading back on last year, ne, or the other year, and the struggles and what, and the ups and downs of my views and what. Yeah. Anyway, welcome challenging times as opportunities to trust me. You have me beside you and my spirit within you. So no set of circumstances is too much for you to handle. When the path before you is dotted with difficulties, be aware of measuring your strength against those challenges. That calculation is certain to riddle you with anxiety. Without me, you wouldn't make it past the first hurdle. The way to walk through demanding days is to grip my hand tightly and stay in close communication with me. Let your thoughts and spoken words be richly flavored with trust and thankfulness. Regardless of the days, I can keep you in perfect peace as you stay close to me. And the verse is James 1 verse 2. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds. And this is something that I've always struggled with, the thing of rejoicing in struggle. No, because I always say to God, I was not created to suffer me. I don't have obviously I have the strength. I know I do, because I'm still here, isn't it? But I'm just like, I know, why are you doing this to me? Okay, let's read the other verses. Let's have a mini devotion time together. So it's Isaiah 26 verses 3. You, Lord, give perfect peace to those who keep their purpose firm and put their trust in you. And I don't know when I wrote this, but I wrote that our purpose is to honor, worship, and glorify God in all that we do. And that's how, me personally, that's what I've always been taught, that God created us in His image so that whatever we do directs or points back to Him. It's like, obviously, when your mother, God created us in His image so that everything directs back to Him. It's like being ambassadors, although sometimes I do hate that. Gosh, one day I'd love to sit down and just have a chat about my love-hate relationship of Christian culture. Not Christianity itself, but the culture that, it's like, because there is a culture, there are traditions, there is wording, and like the way there's a certain way that Christians speak and think that is part of that Christian culture or whatever. Like sometimes, even if someone isn't necessarily Christian or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? Okay, maybe you don't, I don't know. But if they were at some point in the church, especially from a young age, you can still hear it from the way they are, whatever. Let's not... Okay, so Philippians 4 verse 13. I have the strength to face all conditions by the power that Christ gives me. Okay, I don't know what version, what as in, oh, it's today's English version. That's one of the things I like about this Bible. I got these two together at the same time. I remember it was from Adams, when Adams was still open and operating. I like these two together. I like this Bible because of how it just plainly puts things. Anyway, yeah, okay. See you later, alligator. Habit number, I think 7 is exercise outside. Either walking or running, morning or afternoon, whichever is doable. Although I try and do it in the morning because running or walking in the afternoon is uncomfortable because of how people are just always hooting and whistling and stuff. And it's something that starting last year, was it last year? Was it last year or the year before? I don't know. But starting from, let's say last year, that in winter I try and push for, like, no matter how cold it is, because otherwise I would be spending like I think everyone, not just me, spends more time indoors during winter. And for me, I feel like that affects my mood. Let's just put it like that. It affects my mood negatively, and I don't want to take vitamin D pills, because in the past I found that helps, but it was just a thing of, let me just try and get the vitamin D naturally by spending time outdoors intentionally, like a good amount of time. And to me, 30 minutes is a good amount of time. And for me personally, my running season is from about March. Like, I don't enjoy running in summer. I do it, but not as diligently or consistently as during the colder months, because the heat, I love the heat, I do, but the South African sun and also just pushing it, oh wow, no. The only problem with drinking a lot of water or hot beverages in winter is that I pee so much. But anyway, let's get going. I'm back, and I really did do it, in as much as I don't look like I've done anything. It was great, and my mood is all the way up. And also, I'm gonna share my Apple playlist. I don't know if you can do that, but I'll see. I'll figure it out, obviously. That I usually listen to when I'm walking, because it's a party. It's a party. Yeah. And like the past couple of times I've been out, like exercising, I lose something. Last time I lost my cap, and now I have lost the bag, the bag for my sunglasses, the ones I keep in my running bag. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not like, at least it's not serious stuff, because I still have another cap, and also the glasses are still gonna be safe in the bag. The only reason I was using it was because when I take off my glasses, then I'll put them in the sunglasses bag so that they don't scratch around, like I'm running and they moving around inside the bag and along with other things. As long as I don't lose my devices, it's fine. As long as I don't lose my keys, my devices, and my glasses, it's